Hello guys, it's me Dano96 back here for another video, and today we'll be making our round 12 tips for the 2025 AFL season. So what a week it was last round. We had a few interesting games on hand in this round, and the last round we'll have with 9 games till the buys come. And overall we did pretty well for this round. I was actually quite surprised. We got 7 out of 9 tips correct, which is pretty good. We'll take that. And starting with this first one, I feel like I should tip Geelong in this one. I feel like that would have been a safer tip, but that one was wrong. Essendon I got right, Giants I got right, Hawthorn disappointing. I thought they were almost certain to get this one, but surprisingly Brisbane did well. And then Collingwood, and then Freo, and then the Crows, Melbourne, and the Suns in the end. So yeah, ended up working out well. This game was a 50-50 game. I got that one right. This one was a 50-50 game. I got that one right. This one was a 50-50 game, but this one was wrong. So I'll take it. And you can see the predicted versus actual margins. Some different results on hand, but yeah, not much here to say. Let's move on to round 12. And so here we are, round 12. It's gonna be hopefully a good round of footy. We have some interesting games, but there's a lot of one-sided games. So yeah, who knows? Hopefully it's just a good round. But starting with the first game, this one is going to be, I reckon, pretty interesting to say the least. But this is going to be one to watch. It's between Brisbane and Essendon, playing on the Thursday nights at the Gabba. And I'm just hoping that this contest delivers. Yeah, Brisbane have been looking pretty good. I was kind of concerned for them when they lost to Melbourne and they drew against North. I was starting to get that concern back, but they beat Hawthorn at the G, which is not easy, which is definitely not easy. They get some respect, and quite deservedly. They've been looking good. They sit second and just 2 points behind Collingwood. And as for Essendon, they are sitting 10th. Won that last game in the Dreamtime game, but man, they are injured. They're looking cooked. And I just can't see a single way that they can win this game. So you would hope that they don't lose too badly. They're sitting with 85%, a percentage of 85, which is not that great. But they've won the past few games. I don't think they're going to win this one. So yeah, to get started with this first tip, I think this would be very one-sided. And in fact, I think this would be smashing. So I'm going to get things kick-started. I'm tipping Brisbane to win by 57 points. And I'm rating this game a 76. Now looking at the Friday night game, and finally looking like something good. But very one-sided, I can see. Which is interesting. I think this game will be close, but let's have a look. It's between Collingwood and Hawthorn, playing at the G on the Friday night, and I have a feeling that this will be a pretty big game. Hawthorn had a loss last week against Brisbane, and they lost the week before against Gold Coast. They've lost to the 2 Queensland teams. Haven't had a great record, but maybe this gives them the chance to give back their hope and finishing, or potentially top 4. They are in the midst of that, but it's probably going to be the biggest challenge up against Collingwood, who just look absolutely in form. Really, there's nothing wrong with Collingwood at this moment. They are looking really good, and they've only had like 2 losses this season so far, and I guess both were respectable, but this side is just looking really good. They're looking primed, and I think they will be one of the grand finalists for sure. They are looking that good. But we know things can change, and the tide can change. This game will be one of those interesting ones. It might come into factor once we get to the end of the season. But as for this game, this is definitely, I reckon, a 50-50 one. I could definitely see Hawthorn winning this one. I could see them coming back and just, getting this win at the G. They'll have lots of hands there. But I think for this week, I am deciding to go and stick with the safe option, which is Collingwood. I'm just going to play it safe. And they just look like a really good team at the moment. So I wouldn't see why I would change my tip for some risk. So I'm gonna keep it safe. Hopefully hopefully I get it right, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm predicting Collingwood to win by 11 points in a close one, and I'm rating this game a 94. Now we go down to the Saturday games. There's only 3 games on the Saturday, due to this round having only 7 games. But yeah, not the greatest Saturday lineup. Some pretty one-sided games, but we'll have a look. And starting with the first one, I think this will be very interesting. We'll see how this one plays out. It's between Gold Coast and Freo, playing at People First Stadium, and as I said, I'm hoping for a good game, and I think this game could. Fremantle had a win last week and the week before. They've just been very inconsistent. And really it's hard to get an understanding of where this team's at. But I mean, they're hanging around. They're just sitting outside the 8. And I feel like if there's one team that can definitely make the 8, it would be them. And they do have that chance, but it's going to be hard to replace all the other teams in the 8. But up against Gold Coast have been looking good. They've been looking really good, and since that loss against Richmond, they've been looking great. And I have some hope for them. Some big hope that they can make it into finals for the first time ever. And yeah, they're back at home. They don't play many home games for some reason. And yeah, they're back at the Gold Coast for the first time in a long time. Yeah, I think it'll all lead towards their way. It's their home ground, their home base. They play really well. But I do think this game will be a bit closer than we think. I do expect a tight contest for sure between the both. But in saying that, Gold Coast are third for a reason. They're just looking. They're a very exciting team to watch, I reckon. They're just very exciting. And for that, I'm going to tip them to get this win at home. It is a safe option, and I don't want to risk anything. So yeah, I'm predicting Gold Coast to win by 26 points, and I'm rating this game an 86. Now looking at the Saturday Twilight game, and yeah, this one's pretty one-sided. I mean, yeah, I feel like this video is going to be pretty short because it's just very straightforward. Yeah, let's have a look. It's between the Giants up against Richmond, playing at NG Stadium on the Saturday Twilight, as I said, and yeah, I think this is just, I mean, surely I can't get this one wrong. Richmond haven't had a win in some time. They lost in the Dreamtime game, which I think they could have won, but I mean, to be fair, they're not the greatest team at the moment. They lost against North before as well, so I just can't see them winning this one. I mean, I hope there's some effort. From them, but yeah, you would think that the Giants will just get this one done. And yeah, I think the Giants will take this opportunity for a percentage booster because they really need it. They sit 100, almost 110, and you have teams above them at 120 or 130. They need to get a grip on this, so they are sitting 8th for a reason, and they just want to separate that barrier. So it's a big chance for them, a big week for them, and they just have to get this right and not mess it up. But yeah, pretty straightforward. I'm going to tip the Giants to win this game by 55 points. And yeah, I'm rating this game as 71. Now looking at the last game of the Saturday, not the last game of the round, but I think this will almost be game of the round. Apart from the Collingwood Hawthorn game, this one would probably be second. I think this will be interesting. I mean, yeah, both teams, really, for both teams, yes, between Sydney and Adelaide, playing at the SCG, and yeah, this is, I think this will just be an interesting game. It will clarify some things. First, let's start talking about Adelaide, and they've been looking good. They've been looking really good. They sit top 4, and they haven't had a season as good as this since probably 2017, really. They are just looking good. They're looking good. They are getting all the job done. They're getting all the wins that they needed. And I think this is definitely one of those that they can get. A big chance for them. They're playing at the SCG. They haven't won there in some time. But up against Sydney. Sydney have been looking very unstable. And really, some big concerns. A big hangover. This is Yeah, different Sydney to what I remember. It's definitely not going to be on their side for this one, but they can definitely retaliate and get this win. It is at their home ground, so they do have that advantage. But I do expect this one to be somewhat of a pretty close game. I think this will be a pretty close game to watch. And really, if Sydney win this one, I wouldn't be so surprised, but it would definitely be unexpected to say the least, because yeah, they just have not a great season. And I expect Adelaide, a team that's in form, a team that's looking great at the moment, to get this job done. So yeah, I have to tip Adelaide for this one. It is a safe tip, but I mean, they're top four. They're top four at the moment for a reason. And yeah, I'm predicting Adelaide to win by 12 points, and I'm rating this game an 88. Now let's look at the Sunday. There's 2 games on the Sunday. And starting with the first one, it is, again, it's going to be a bit different because it's going to be in Alice Springs. But yeah, let's have a look. It's between Melbourne and St Kilda, playing at Tiago Traeger Park in Alice Springs. And yeah, it looks like, I'm expecting this one to be pretty one-sided, but I don't know. Melbourne have been pretty surprising. I mean, they've been really surprising. I thought they were going to be one of those bottom teams, but sitting 11th, they've won the past few games, and you know what? They are definitely somewhat of a chance to make a late surge into the 8. And really, I don't know. Who knows what can happen with them? They could put a surprise on people if they do somehow make the 8, but they're gonna need some great weeks, and this is gonna be one of those. They have a big chance against the Saints, who, yeah, the St Kilda Footy Club, they're not looking that great. Just very dull, I reckon. Just very dull from them. They can definitely win this one, and you know, they can definitely bring that chance on, but with just the way Melbourne are going, they're going really well, and they've been quite dominant quite recently. So it does give that advantage to them. And and also, to say the least, in the past few encounters, Melbourne have won. So I think it's a safe option to say Melbourne should win this game, although I could be wrong, but I am going to tip Melbourne to get this win by 29 points, and I'm rating this game an 83. Now looking at the final game of the round, and this is a good way, I guess, to end it. I mean, you know, it's not going to be some one-sided game, right? It's not going to be some one-sided game. Let's have a look. It's between West Coast and Geelong, playing on the Sunday night. So, interesting choice, but for Perth that works. But, yeah, I guess I just hope for a good game of some sort. By the way, before I get into it, Carlton, North, Western Bulldogs and Port have their bye, so they're not playing this week. But as for this game, I should expect the result to go one way. West Coast have been pretty disappointing. They had that win last game out of this, but yeah, they're not back in form. They're sitting last. They'll probably finish wooden spooners, probably with pick 1. And really, that's all that you can ask for. But as for Geelong, they've been looking good. I'm still surprised they're not in the top 4 yet. But I do expect them to challenge, I guess, probably Adelaide. I can see Collingwood finishing top 2, Brisbane finishing top 2, Gold Coast. I guess Gold Coast surely top 4, but if anything, I could see them finishing 5th or 6th. I don't know about Adelaide, but Geelong I could definitely see in there. So yeah, I'm gonna expect this game to be some sort of demolition at this rate, because I just don't know how else it could play out. I just can't see this game being close at all. And for this last tip, I have to go for the safe option. It's gonna be the safe option. And yeah, there's not really much to say. Like, for much of these games, there's not much to say. It's just very one-sided. And I expect Geelong to get it done by 96 points. I'm expecting a smashing. It's a bold tip, but I'm going to go there. and I'm rating this game a 64. And so yeah, that is my round 12 tips done and dusted. It's this is the halfway mark. This season has gone pretty quick, but the ladder's starting to shape, and we're starting to get some good idea on where every team is at. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next time. Bye bye.